Welcome to Geek Banter, episode 12. I am your host, David Baldwin.
And I'm Marc Selby.
We couldn't nail down a main topic for this episode, so we decided to just talk about a bunch of stuff. We got Thor, Josh Brolin, Christopher Lloyd, and Shatner together. We got Luda in Fear Factor, and amen, hallelujah, the Gorillaz are back with a vengeance. It's a veritable cornucopia of juicy awesomeness, so come geek out with us. If you dig the show, subscribe on VidMe, that's vid.me/geekbanter, to keep up with what's geek this week. We're also on Facebook at Geek Banter and on Twitter at Geek_Banter. So, our first topic here, we have a lot of shit to talk about, is the Thor trailer. Thor Ragnarok, that be.
Yeah.
Dude, did you get your blood boiling? Like, damn, it's
awesome.
It
was great. It was a really well put together trailer.
Yes.
It's like,
and I don't care what anybody says, the Immigrant song is perfect.
Yes.
Some people are bitching about it.
Well, of course they are. It's America these days. If you're not bitching, people just think you're wrong automatically. That's how they see it, at least I would say. You have to be bitching about everything constantly, because otherwise, what good are you?
Otherwise, you don't care.
Yeah.
So Thor Ragnarok. Alright, so goddammit. So a couple things that are exciting about Thor Ragnarok, the trailer here. Hela.
Kate Blanchett as Hela looks amazing.
Yes, and her armor and her big ass antler helmet is beautiful.
Yeah,
just they nailed it.
Yeah,
completely.
Really well done.
Pretty awesome that she shatters Mjolnir. I wonder if that's just her sheer power, or if she has something. You know, if that's some kind of trick. Gems? Maybe she might have the final gem, because there's one last gem, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there's one last gem. I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, but
oh god. Let's see. So we know we have. It's gonna bug me. So we know we have space with the Tesseract.
Right. Power with the last one, with the last Thor movie.
Yeah. And then we have time in Doctor Strange.
Right.
Soul in Age of Ultron. That's the one that's in.
Right.
What's his nuts? What is it? Mind. Mind is Mind. There's 5, right?
Yeah.
Aren't there 6?
There might be 6.
Oh God.
Hold on. What's the one in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy is that is.
Was that Mind?
It's purple, but they changed the colors.
Right.
Oh, that is Power.
That's Power? Then what's the one in Thor Ragnarok? I thought that was Power.
The Ether is the ether in Thor: The Dark World is. So I'd have to. Speaking of the Infinity Stones, I'd have to think that Thanos is probably going to be in this somehow. I think he's probably going to be more heavily involved in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I could see him being in this. It looks like there's going to be they've changed, because this is very World War Hulk-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like they changed that whole aspect. So it's like, what is it, the Collector? Is that the Collector we saw in that, or is that the Stranger?
No, that was the game.
Oh, that's right.
The Game Master.
Yeah, Game Master. So the Game Master's doing it, which means he's connected to everybody.
Right.
So there's every way possible that Thanos could show up.
And he might have the last stone. So okay, so actually this website is saying the Mind Stone is in Vision's forehead. My bad. I was going by the color. I think that the color is the Soul Stone in the comics, but
okay.
The Soul Stone is the one that's to be announced.
Oh, okay.
Which I would think that's in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I saw something that it's going to be in this. Which they've already done a lot of stones. With Thor.
Right. That's true.
With Loki taking the Tesseract and the Ether and Thor 2 and all that shit.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Valkyrie? You know who that was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some little bit of course controversy because the character is traditionally white, but what's your opinion on that?
I don't have an opinion on that. I see this is a big thing when it comes to like this character was supposed to be this color. Great.
Yeah.
I get it. There's a lot of underrepresentation in Hollywood. And you know what? If someone wants to like take a predominantly white character and make them a different race, go for it. We do it all the time. Fuck it. Yeah. Who cares as long as they do a good job?
Exactly. My belief is, or my thought is, if the character isn't intrinsically tied to their race, like say they're a racial zealot in a war or something, and then they just change them to another alien race, some bullshit like that or something. If it's not intrinsically tied and it doesn't affect the story, then I don't really care. Yeah. Now, also, it's tricky with protagonists. You can't really, because a big character, like you can't change. I mean, you could change Spidey, but if you changed him, he would just be Miles. But shit like that. So that's why side characters are getting changed. But anyway, so that was another.
But there's not main characters, huh?
Well, I'm just saying that the studios wouldn't really.
You heard it here, folks. David's boycotting Dark Tower.
Oh, fuck you. That's a good point, though. That's a very good point. You got me. You got me. I was talking about superhero movies. You're going to get me with something else.
Well, you didn't specify it was superhero movies.
So Hulk shows up in this.
Yeah. He looks badass in his fucking armor that he doesn't need.
Yeah, I know. But it looks cool.
Yeah.
I guess they think he needs it.
I can't wait till he smashes the shit out of Thor.
Yes.
It's going to be so funny.
I'm curious how Thor is going to be able to take him on, because I think at that point he's lost Mjolnir. Or Mjolnir's been shattered.
He doesn't have Mjolnir. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not going to be as powerful. So Hulk's probably going to thrash him.
Yeah. Unless they're going to keep that part of the whole... Like, wasn't he weakened in the whole trip there in World War Hulk? At first.
At first, yeah. But they controlled him with the shock.
Oh, that's right.
Thing, and they were able to, if I remember correctly, they had some kind of power dampening thing. But he's Hulk, so he just, if they had it, he either ignored it or smashed through it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is I'm wondering how are they going to catch Hulk, and how are they going to catch? Oh, I guess Thor doesn't have Mjolnir when they catch him. It looks like,
right.
So, but how do they control Hulk? How do they explain that?
Right. I mean,
and is that world Sakaar, by the way?
Right. We don't know.
Some have said that, I've seen, but I don't know. It's so vast. That would bug me because it's vastly different.
Right.
Vastly different.
Yeah.
I mean, just make it a gladiator arena. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
fuck it.
Same here. I don't know, like they could have some kind of like radiation dampening thing so that it's like pulling enough radiation out of him to keep him weaker. Silver Surfer's done it.
Possibly. Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of people.
Man, it sucks that they don't have it, but it sucks that they don't have access to Silver Surfer.
I know. I wanted to see Silver Surfer fight him so bad.
Yes. Oh man. But alas. And of course the line that we have to bring up. Yes. I know him. We work together.
I know him.
And he's like, "Oh,
we're
man,
friends from work."
Yeah. So we do know that Odin is in this. There was a picture I saw of it was a production picture of Odin looking all like disheveled and like homeless.
Right.
Almost. He had like gloves on, like fingerless gloves, and instead of an eye patch, he had just a bandage that went around his head and covered that eye and shit. So Loki probably figured out a way to trap him on Midgard, which has happened.
So this will be just this will take place before Doctor Strange then, or before the credits scene in Doctor Strange.
Well,
I would assume
not necessarily because the end credit scene of the Dark World, Loki is on the throne. So in between, Thor, at that point, Odin is gone. So Thor probably went to Doctor Strange to ask him to help, and it probably starts out with Thor looking for Odin and Doctor Strange helping him, and then he gets captured or whatever happens to him.
Yeah.
Meets with Hela.
Mjolnir breaks. Because has that happened before? Because when I saw that, I was like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened before. I guess the Destroyer armor blasted it apart. I mean, it gets reforged.
Right.
Or something retcons it or whatever the fuck. It's not as rare as Cap's shield. Cap's shield has broken twice, I think, in comics history.
Yeah.
Once in Fear itself, when that guy just ripped it in half, but
I never finished Fear itself, so. But didn't it break in Infinity War?
I want to say yes.
And then he repaired it. Repaired it.
I believe.
Using the fucking technology there. I don't remember. I think that happened.
It's But I believe it broke in that. Somebody's gonna be like, "You idiots."
Like it only cracked.
All right, so speaking of Thanos, our next bit of juicy news here: Josh Brolin has been cast as Cable for Deadpool 2.
Yeah, which is cool, but kind of weird. Like that was not a move I was expecting for sure.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was a surprise to everybody.
Yeah, like. Because I was like, I think I just assumed since he was Thanos that he wasn't going to be taking on any other roles.
Right.
But I mean,
there's not many that do.
Right. But I mean, it makes sense when he's not playing a character that's like going to be confronting Thanos.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to show up at the same place.
They're not actually in the same universe. Technically.
Well,
because this is the X-Men.
Right.
Basically, and that's Marvel.
Right.
So but it's all Marvel, But I think it's great. I was really hoping for Ron Perlman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or what's his name? Jason Lane. Dude from Avatar.
I haven't seen Avatar.
You haven't seen Avatar?
No.
The James Cameron movie?
Nope.
Wow. Huh. Okay. Well, he plays the bad guy in this movie, and he's basically the human general asshole that the cool natives have to fight. But he would have been perfect too.
Okay.
But Josh Brolin is that's fine. He's gonna do great. He's great in everything he does.
Right, dude. Josh Brolin is so awesome.
Yeah, you've seen Men in Black 3, right?
Nope.
Fuck. Man, Men in Black 3. It's really good actually. And
I'm not saying
it's amazing.
Just have never I just haven't seen it. I'm not against it or nothing. I just haven't sat down and found it to watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just our Men in Black 2 was meh.
It was meh. It was very meh.
Yeah. But 3 was actually really good. Anyway, so Josh Brolin is Cable, and I'm looking forward to the jokes Deadpool makes about Thanos.
Right? Right?
Like,
oh my
gosh.
You
supposed to have a purple face or
that would be.
Or look, it's the Avengers, go get him, or whatever. I don't know what they'll be able to get away with, but
it's Deadpool. He'll get away with a lot, probably.
I think it would be cool if if Marvel Studios were like cool with him making quips and shit like that. They're like, whatever, it's Deadpool.
I'm sure they would too. I'm sure Marvel would be like, fuck it.
Or maybe they would, and the evil lawyers would be like, no, you can't do that. So, let us move this train right along.
Okay.
Choo choo. Christopher Lloyd and William Shatner are going to pair up as best friends in a new movie called Senior Moment.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see Christopher Lloyd in anything.
Right? Someone was saying it was Christopher Lloyd and William Shatner haven't been in a movie together since Search for Spock. Way back in the day.
Christopher Lloyd was in Search for Spock?
Yeah. I forget who he played, but yeah, he was in Search for Spock. He was one of the. I don't think he was someone on the ship. I think he was like a main side character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I forget who he played though, and people were probably like, "How could you forget?" Ah! Which I apologize, and I'm crying. I'm crying right now. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. They did star together in Search for Spock. This doesn't say what his role was. I didn't know that though. But apparently, so Shatner is a retired Top Gun Navy pilot who used to test aircraft for NASA. Sounds like the start to a fucking Steven Seagal movie.
Right.
No, he'd have to be a Navy SEAL cook. Yeah, so I guess it's basically just William Shatner and Christopher Lloyd getting into hilarious hijinks as old men.
Yeah, it looks
which
like
is cool. That's all right.
Blowing around town.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Just those two. Oh man, they can overact against each other and one up each other. And
right, it'll be hilarious.
Yes, that actually sounds really good.
I'm excited for it.
The more I talk about it, the more I want to watch this. Actually, right. I normally don't like these "we're old" type movies, but awesome. Let's see, what time are we at right now? 19 minutes. Okay, so the next. Oh, okay. The next up, Ludacris. I just can't help it. Is set to host MTV's reboot of Fear Factor. This is a surprise.
Right.
I didn't see this one coming at all. I mean, I guess it works. I think it could be successful.
You probably didn't see it coming at all because MTV is like the cable version of BuzzFeed now. Just garbage. So
yeah. I mean, it's been garbage for a while.
Like, a long time, yeah. But I'm just like, I can see, like, I'm glad Ludacris is doing this because that makes it watchable, in my opinion. It'll probably be really funny.
Yeah.
But
I like Ludacris.
Yeah, me too. And like, I'm sure people are like, "Oh, Ludacris is just in this to, this is gonna hurt Ludacris's career." Nah, he's just doing this for a buck. This is just a quick buck and a fun time. Especially when he's got all those, especially when he's still got his music and all those Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, all that Fast and Furious money. Yeah.
3 more to go. 3 or 4 now.
I wonder if they called up Joe Rogan and he laughed or something.
Yeah.
Just no, because they tried to bring it. Didn't they reboot it? Like 2010.
I want to say
like
they tried to reboot it, but I don't remember.
It was a while back, but yeah, and I don't know. Watching I think it'll be cool to see a modern Fear Factor because I don't like watching Fear Factor. It's really dated.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of the first of its kind, so it was.
If they don't use coagulated cow blood in like every episode, like in the original, then it's not worth it.
Right. If they don't eat spiders.
Yeah.
Every episode. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. They could go with the worst host.
Oh God, yeah, like Ja Rule.
What's with the Ja Rule hate?
Where's he been?
I don't know.
Exactly. No one knows.
So, Mark, why don't you take the next item here?
But then I have to talk a lot, David.
Well, I have to talk a lot.
Yeah, but you're better at it than me.
I'm not.
So our next thing is some Gorillaz shit or whatever. No, Gorillaz is getting a 10-episode animated series.
Yeah.
10 episodes. Now, I'm not sure how long the episodes will be. I'm sure they'll be half hour, but like I hope they're not like little 10-minute shorts.
Right. Because then that's just more of what they've always done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this is fucking awesome. I think there's a couple other things they're releasing. I mean, they've got the new album, of course. Which do you even know what the name of the new album is?
Yeah, it's Humans.
I haven't heard.
HUMA. Yeah, with a Z at the end instead of an S.
Oh, okay.
Comes out April 28th, yo.
Oh shit, that's soon. So I'm kind of curious what are they gonna do? Like, what storyline is this gonna be? A new story? I'm betting it'll be a new storyline.
I think they're gonna touch up on their backstories a little bit.
Probably.
I'm reading the article right now.
Probably cement some things down. Probably.
I don't really have any details, but they're talking about possibly background, more of their backstories, which would be good.
Yeah.
It would be cool if it was like Book of Noodle-esque. Talk about because it's from where they're at now in this new album compared to Plastic Beach, it's supposed to be like a 10-year jump.
Really?
So I'm curious. I'm wondering if that 10 episodes, 10 years, what if each one's like a year of events? Or if it's just going to detail what they've been doing over the past 10 years.
Yeah. Noodle did look older.
Dude. She's like an actual adult now.
Yeah.
I think when I looked it up, she's like 23 now.
She's only 13 before?
Something like that, yeah. Plastic Beach,
okay.
she was like, I don't remember. I looked it up, but I don't remember. That was a while ago. But yeah, she's an actual adult now, and she's like, you know that she's like the head of Jaguar. She's like the mascot.
She's
of
really?
Jaguar International or something like that. Yeah, there's like Jaguar International, so the European branch of Jaguar has a commercial with her in it, and she's like their like mascot or not mascot, like their spokesperson kind of thing.
Wait, what? Jaguar? Is this a company in the Gorillaz?
No, Jaguar, like the car company.
Jaguar.
In Europe,
really?
they have a commercial with her in it, and she's like the Jaguar International like spokeswoman, basically.
Huh.
Right?
That's awesome. Wow, that's it's amazing how much they've become kind of iconic in a way. So have you listened to all the songs that they've released from the new album? Which one do you like the most?
Fucking Andromeda. Yeah, that one just. I really love whenever Gorillaz get super chill. And Andromeda is a pretty chill song.
Oh, okay. See, for me, I love Saturn's Bars.
Yeah, dude, Saturn's Bars is great. I love that. That video is trippy as fuck.
Yes, the video is amazing. I watch it like daily.
Me too. I throw up.
It's great.
The latest ones. I just listen to them like, yes, I can't wait for this fucking album.
New Gorillaz is always good Gorillaz, but old Gorillaz is best Gorillaz. IMO. So, let's move on to the last piece of news here. Watchmen is coming back again with a rated R animated movie.
Maybe I'll watch this one.
Yeah.
That's right. This is a 3-fer, David. This is a 3-fer episode. I haven't watched Men in Black 3. I haven't watched fucking Avatar, and I haven't watched Watchmen.
Okay. All right. So it looks like they're trying to secure an R rating. It would be really cool for them to do that because the NC-17, Jesus, that would be the next step. But they God, what was I gonna say? Shit. Sorry. So the ending in the movie, and I know you haven't seen it, is different from the ending in the book. It's basically, the ending in the book. The alien. They create a big monster that explodes. Spoiler alert, I guess. And then they're supposed to use that to try to unite everybody. In the movie, it's different. So, it's the same, but they use a different boogeyman. So I wonder if this animated one will go with that ending. Be completely true to the comic, because the movie was really true to the comic. It honestly.
Was it? Did Rorschach die?
Yeah. Oh, the Rorschach guy was. Oh, he was so
good. Did Rorschach
die?
Okay.
Oh yes. Yeah. Pretty much everything happened. They took out the side story, the little comic strip of the guy at sea.
Oh, really?
Do you remember that?
I mean, that makes sense on what.
Well, I mean, it'd be hard to include that.
That was a really cool little thing.
Yeah. So it's in production, but it looks like there's not much actual news about this. Who's going to be in it? Who's going to be directing it, or anything like that?
Zack Schneider.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, it is a pretty dark source material, so I guess
Joss Whedon.
But Joss Whedon?
That'd
be weird. I mean, it's just animated though. But I think it's cool, the kind of rise of R-rated animated comic book movies, because I'd like to see Spawn at least animated.
Redone, yeah.
Yes, I want a Spawn reboot. That's one reboot that I am totally behind, because right now with the technology we have, it would be mind blowing.
It'd be way better than that piece of shit.
It'd be so good.
90s.
I like that movie.
It's still a piece. Dude, don't get me wrong. I like that movie too, but it's still a piece of shit.
Yeah. I mean, but we had to just kind of deal with it. Like that was still the era of, well, this is the best we're gonna get. But speaking of real quick, speaking of reboots, there's talk of a reboot of Reboot, the cartoon.
Reboot squared.
But this one is gonna be live action.
Oh, fuck that.
So I guess they're gonna be a group of teenagers with attitude that get sucked into a computer.
Fight Megabyte.
And I mean, I guess it's kind of a mixture of Tron and Reboot, but man, that's lame. Like, just redo Reboot. Like, introduce new characters, change up the original characters a bit, whatever, but redo it now with the current graphics and stuff. It'd be cool. They could be in the internet and stuff, whatever. Or however you'd want to do it, but I hate these live action little kid shows. These dang whippersnappers.
So that reminds me, I was really excited about Netflix really doing Cyborg 009, because I loved that anime when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I watched the first episode and I was just like, fuck this shit. Ooh. I didn't like the graphics. They were trying to go with like a more like, I don't know, it was like mixing two different art styles. Like they were one way and the background was another way, and it was really disorienting. Yeah, I was like, fuck this is garbage, turning it off.
Yeah. I could see how that would be annoying, yeah. So 2 really big thumbs down from Marc.
Yeah. Netflix.
For the Netflix Cyborg 009. The Netflix Voltron is amazing. Have you started watching that yet at all?
I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes and I really like it. I just haven't sat down to watch. I haven't really been watching anything recently. Oh man. But that's one that's definitely on my list to continue to watch.
Yeah. We've both just been so fucking busy. Just on that grind, killing it. Straight killing it. Oh. All right. So, I think this is a good spot to end this little shindig.
Close this out.
We will close it out with a quote, as we always do. This one hurts a little. One to sleep on. Release the past to rest as deeply as possible. Charlie Murphy. Rest in peace. This has been Geek Banter, a production of the Bizarre Network. Until next time, fuck your couch.